Skip it up and that up. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and you are all welcome to Ram in the Bush Christian Center. Oh man, there's more rumors, and this time it's about the Xbox. I haven't reported too much on the Xbox 720. I don't know why, but I have a whole crap load of rumors. This comes from GameSpot and Kotaku. I wrote a little bullet list down here, so let's get started on what Kotaku had to say about the Xbox 720. Now, this came from some guy who didn't give his real name. His name is Super DAE. And these are bullets and key things about the Xbox 720. The first one, every Xbox 720 will ship with a Kinect version 2.0. It's going to be the new Super Kinect. Yay. Who actually really likes the Kinect? And is there any good games for it? That's a whole different video, though. The next thing, Kinect 2.0 will need to be connected for the 720 to work. You will not be able to play the Xbox 720. According to these educated rumors, I'm hoping and assuming they're wrong, you will not be able to play the next-gen Xbox without a Kinect attached to it. Good times, people, good times. According to Microsoft, they said this will be a benefit for developers because they can make games knowing that everyone will have a Kinect and they could take advantage of its features. Kinect 2.0 can track up to 6 people at once. It can track thumbs independently and can read facial expressions. So if you're sad, they'll see that, or happy, or angry, or whatever. So they could use it to spy on you too. That's a whole different story as well. I heard some articles about that. And there's something from Verizon where they're going to put a camera in the Verizon cable boxes and see what you're doing and send you commercials according to what you're doing. So if you're having sex on your couch, they'll send you condom commercials. Good times. I love knowing that corporations are spying on us. I'm not kidding, by the way. That's not a conspiracy theory. You could look up these articles. Xbox 720 is going to have a mandatory game install. So if you buy a game, you're going to have to install it to the hard drive. They're going to remedy this by giving the new Xbox 720 a 500 gigabyte hard drive. Every Xbox, the new Xbox, is going to have a 500 gigabyte hard drive, which for Blu-ray sized games, if the games are going to be 25, 50 gigabytes, 500 gigabytes isn't that much, but it's whatever. It's better than an 80 gigabyte hard drive. The 720 will have a 8-core 64-bit CPU running at 1.6 gigahertz. There's been rumors speculating this is like a watered-down bulldozer chip from AMD or Pile Driver or ASRAM or whatever. It's from AMD. The GPU is going to run at 800 megahertz and be DirectX 11 compatible. And the system will have a total of 8 gigabytes of DDR3 memory. I don't know if it's GDDR3 or DDR3, but it's going to have 8 gigabytes of memory. And I guess the graphics processor and the main processor, like the Xbox 360's architecture, is going to share it, except the Xbox 360 only had 512 megabytes of RAM. So that's a big upgrade. Might be a little slow because it's only DDR3, but I'm sure developers can work around that. The document did not mention anything about blocking used games. Like if you go to GameStop, you can't put a used game in the 720. And it didn't say anything about the 720 has to be constantly connected to the internet. So that's hopefully a good thing. I kind of just don't think that they're going to go down that route. If they do, you're morons. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot, Microsoft. I don't think they're going to. And by them not talking about it in this article, that kind of, is a positive thing, and that means they probably aren't going to implement those features. Let's hope and let's pray. So what do I think about all these rumored specifications of the Xbox 720, the have to have the Kinect, the 8 gigabytes of RAM, the DirectX 11 GPU, the 8-core CPU? Everything really minus 2 things sound fine, or 3 things, I should say. I think the specs sound adequate. They're not mind-blowing, but they'll be a substantial leap from the Xbox 360. I like it's going to have a 500 gigabyte hard drive. The mandatory installs, whatever. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. I mean, it's not great. It's going to suck when your hard drive gets filled up, but it is what it is. That isn't a deal breaker for me. The deal breaker is having to have the Kinect constantly connected to the 720. It just, Microsoft, I just want to sit on a couch, plop my large ass down, and play a game. I don't want to have to, yell something at the screen or wave my hands around or, my fat ass goes to the gym. When I play a game, I just want to sit there and play it. I don't understand why the Kinect is doing so well. I'm not even saying this rhetorically. Write it in the comments section below. Is there any good games for the Kinect? Every review I've seen for a game for the Kinect, or anyone I know who owns a Kinect, there's like nothing for it. How is it doing so well? I don't know. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. But that would be a deal breaker for me if they like make every game have some mandatory thing you have to do where you have to jump around like an idiot. I'm hoping and assuming they're not going to do that, but whatever. I wish this whole motion control crap would just go away. Obviously, the deal breaker for me too would be if you can't get used games. And the thing with being constantly connected to the internet in 2013, I don't know. I don't think they're going to do it because I know there's some regions where that's still, there's people who don't have internet. There's certain areas of the world, if they want to penetrate the market, they may not want that. But I don't know. I personally don't really care about that. But whatever. I mean, the specs sound okay. Just Microsoft, don't tread down that anti-used game thing. I'm telling you, it's going to bite you in the ass. I'm more excited about the PS3 than I am or PS4, I mean to say, than the 720. But whatever. They sound good, the specs. It doesn't sound bad. I'm mildly impressed. So what's your take on the Xbox 720? Will you buy it if you have to have the Kinect constantly attached to the unit? Or will you be like me and think that's a total turnoff? Make sure to leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for supporting Review Tech USA.